Got an Onix 10 here, and thought some people might want to visually see the updating process instead of just reading it. I have a tendency to learn better by seeing things, so here we go. I've downloaded the file to a SD card. Okay, it's just a Pony 8 GB SD card. Brand doesn't seem to make a whole lot of difference in my units, any of them, so these are cheap, and that's what I use. So I've downloaded the file. Personally, I unplug everything that is not necessary. I have unplugged my network, I've unplugged my adapter for my GPS antenna, and I've unplugged the transducer wire. The only thing I have plugged up right now is the power wire. I've always just updated with just power wire plugged in, so it's just a habit, and that's what I'm going to continue to do until somebody tells me otherwise. Okay, so first thing we do is we open up the door, and you notice I've got a card in here, so we're going to pop it out, and it doesn't matter. Just make sure the card is unlocked. Done that before, put a locked card in and hadn't been able to read it, couldn't figure out what was going on. So put the card in, shut the door. Alright, now we go to home. Well, there we go. It actually popped up and asked us if we wanted to install. It actually says on Humminbird's website it may or may not do that. So let's just do it the other way too. There's another way to do it. So let's X out of that. Okay, let's go to home. Alright, of course down at the bottom we scroll this over, and right here we have files, and we push files, and there you can see it says Onix 10 SI version 1.20. Alright, so it says install now. So let's do install now. See what happens. Okay, it says installing. According to Humminbird's website, it could take a while. Sorry for the shaky camera, but I don't have a tripod or anything for this. I'm just shooting it on my iPhone. And we'll just see how long this takes. I think the unit's supposed to shut itself down and reboot itself. And from everything I've heard, it's much faster booting up. I guess we shall find out. One word of caution, it did say on their website, do not remove the SD card until the unit is completely rebooted. So that might be something you might think about. About a minute and a half or so, couple of minutes maybe in. By the way, the same process is done with the updating the Ipilot link. Use exactly the same process. You put your card in, you go to Files, and then click Install. About 3 minutes or so in. I know it's a little boring sitting here watching the install window, but I really wanted to show the entire sequence. Just for your information, the download from the website is under your support account. If you've registered your units, you go to My Humminbird and you'll see the new update. Also, I guess some of you use Macs. This update was downloaded through Google Chrome using a Mac notebook. Now the SD card though was already formatted on a PC. It's just the card that I always use for updates. So some people reformat their PC card every time. I don't do that. I just clean it off and use it again. Alright, it says success. See what happens. Took about 4 minutes according to my timer on my I'm assuming it's probably removing whatever it had to load in, maybe RAM memory or something. And it's removing it now so it can reboot, I would guess. About 5 minutes so far. Seems like forever, doesn't it? But it's actually been only about 5 minutes. Alright, there we go. We're going to reboot, I hope. Okay, it went completely off. And there we go. We have the Humminbird screen back. Be interesting to see how long it takes to restart itself once the menu pops up. About 6 minutes so far. Don't remember exactly what it said on the website. It said it could take somewhere around maybe 8 to 10 minutes. I believe is what it said on their instructions. Alright, going back to first time setup. I did not download my, well, I backed up my waypoints earlier, but I did not download my settings because I just like to go in and reset all my settings. It's really not that hard to do. So it's going to run us through first time setup here. And I'm assuming. Of course, we won't know how much faster it is. Alright, first time setup. Well, it's been about 8 minutes. Alright, I just walked through manual setup right here. Begin manual setup. Alright, location, central time, 12-hour format. It must have remembered some of that. Alright, let's go to the next one. Transducer setup. Let's see what some of the choices are. I'm going to have down image and 2D. So let's do that. 2D frequency, okay. Okay, the temp sonar will be read off this unit. Alright, so we'll have Lake Master in. Boat, that's all fine. Confirm. Alright, then it goes to the confirm screen. Alright, now, I don't know, I don't know what, wrong way. There we go. I don't know what, well, anyway. Alright, oh, I see. I accidentally hit the fuel log. Let's X out of there. Alright, so that took about 10 minutes. So for those of you that are updating your Onix, don't get impatient. Looks like it's going to take about 10 minutes or so. Bye.